Hey guys, I'm Rivers, and today we're going to be playing a game called the Painscreek Killings. This is an open world walking simulator like game where you're investigating a crime, and I think it has a special twist in that you really need to take notes and keep track of things in order to solve the mystery. So I have my notebook ready. I don't know if there's going to be one in the game, but I have one just in case. And I have my Bren cells working, and so let's go and see what it's all about. This game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observation and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and/or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or a problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture or getting pushed out of the game world, simply use the reload button in the menu. Oh. It went black too fast for me to finish reading.
Hey, Janet.
I think we got the gist of
chief
it,
has
though.
entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Guess we pulled up to Painscreek. The Hartford Times, 212 Greenwood Street, Northville. I don't know what NL stands for. 42779. RE. Who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek some time later, but there's nothing more on that. Last week we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit the story and attempt to find out the following. 1. Who killed Vivian Roberts? 2. What was the motive? 3. What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Don't forget to bring the camera. Okay. X. Look around. Population 0. No. What happens if I go to the ending from here? I don't want to do it in case it spoils something, but there could be another ending. Cemetery gate padlock 1131. Let's go in here. I think I didn't bring my camera, unless I gotta get it out of the car. Flashlight. F. Store and inventory. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Moon Cafe, 35 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, NL. Come check our selection of exquisite recipes to taste. Our lattes are known as the best in the county. Come and have a chat with our friendly baristas. Lunch and dinner, only $9.99. Interesting. Missing, Painscreek PD, County of NL. Joshua S. Taylor, November 3rd, 1989. Age 13. Last seen on the playground. Last seen, 4 Pebble Lane across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Third death to strike Painscreek in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts, was found dead in front of her home at 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. At 7:15 a.m., Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning paper when she saw Vivian's body. She immediately called 911. The Painscreek Sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were being placed at the gates in front of her home where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek was unsurpassed. She will be missed. Continued on page 6. So we stored that in our journal. I'm not sure what I need to be taking notes on yet. Examine.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Locked. Don't have the code for that, I don't think. Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene late night. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. According to a witness, who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but he said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. So this guy is our prime suspect, Scott Brooks. Search for a keyhole. So that's the keyhole. We don't have a key though, so I don't think it matters. July 30th, 1995. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Tricia. This is a lot of characters to remember. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and with her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. I feel sorry for the whole family. So Scott was Tricia's boyfriend. September 6th, 1995. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, it seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. December 2nd, 1995. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers, nor any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. February 20th, 1996. Painscreek Community Hospital has officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. Said nobody got any benefits from her passing, but maybe it's a benefit that they don't know. Like maybe she had a secret that somebody didn't want to find out, and since they never found it out, they don't think anybody benefited. Let's pick up this book. The Story of Tonti. I guess I don't need to read this. Let me try pressing R. Nope. Oh, a key. Desk. So, let's unlock this. How do I use it? Another key. An old gate key. James Howard, Painscreek Sheriff Department. Vivian Roberts Murder Case Report, August 6th, 1995. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. 2 hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Tricia, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder. Yeah, so that's some extra details about he did work for her. Do we have the code for that? Is that maybe the one outside? Let me check. Cemetery gate. Yeah, so I took a picture of that for, oh, no. For later. Hopefully I remember that I have it. So we have the cemetery gate key. Passcode, actually. We don't have the passcode for that. File cabinet. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Can't go in there. It's locked. Let me use my flashlight. Doesn't seem like there's anything in here either. So I think we're done in this area. Unless this is something? Oh. Relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreek County over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grant County starting May 14, 1998. Please report to our office before May 12, 1998. Richard O'Connell. So he has been reassigned, which he was worried about. So I can't open any of these. Okay, so I think that is it for here. Wait, I already have this. It respawned in. Okay, where to next? I guess we'll enter the town. Closed for good. What about closed for bad? Do I have a key for that? This one? Here we are, in Painscreek. Let's shift to sprint. Okay. Run under it. Somebody was fishing here. It does seem a little bit laggy, so I may change the... I'm gonna change the setting. Locked. Need a key for this one. 7. It's very jerky. Okay, I think I managed to fix the screen tearing. Or at least some of it, so we're gonna continue from there. Lock. This one? Locked. This one's boarded up. 23. Locked. Everything's locked here. Locked. We can't jump. Locked. I can't turn this on. Locked. Where should we go? That one's not open. Let me try all of them, I guess. Not that one. Not this one. Farmer's Market. Fresh eggs. Specially selected cheeses. Pies, jams, and jellies. Locked. Bottle. So I don't think I can turn any of these on. Huh. Locked. We're on Walnut Avenue and Town Center. Maybe we should go to the Town Center. Locked. There's a car here. There's stuff in there for sure. Oh, we're getting in there later. Maravik. Yep, we'll be getting in there later, don't worry. Ooh, we went into one. Maybe their key is in here. Ding ding. Service, please. Examine. I guess I need my flashlight on for this. Yeah. Old-fashioned way to listen to music. That's a lot of grapes. Somebody's noodling around on the piano, I hear. What is this? Welcome. Enjoy your stay in Painscreek and take a chance to explore the surroundings. Traverse up the slopes of Black Pine Mountains and take in the jaw-dropping views, or take a hike on our trails toward Cherry Creek Lake. Spend the night at Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites and enjoy the 5-star room service it provides. There are many amazing things you can experience here. Crab Island. Moon Cafe's acclaimed coffee has been known as one of the reasons people come to Painscreek. If you haven't had something from there yet, we highly recommend you to visit and taste for yourself. Yeah, it looks like I can't fully see what it says on that. It might be because I'm not in full screen mode, but full screen mode makes the tearing worse. Hey, they have the same picture. Bathroom. There's gotta be something in here. There's nothing. Read this. Here's some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. Church, 46 Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek. Photolab, 5 Walnut Avenue. Roberts Estate, 1 Maple Drive. Mr. Morse's house, 19 Black Pine Road. Mr. Hall's house, 10 Town Center. Hope it saves this. Doesn't seem like it saves this, so I'm going to take a picture so that we can visit all of these places. Because those all sound like important places. What can you do if you're locked out of your own car? A Slim Jim, also known as a lockout tool, is used primarily for breaking into cars. It is a thin strip of metal that is 24 inches in length and about 0.79 to 1.57 inches in width. It is a very popular tool for car thieves, as a Slim Jim allows one to unlock automobile doors without the use of a lockpick. It works on the levers and interconnecting rods in the car door and avoids dealing with the lock mechanism itself. The hooked end of the tool is thin enough to be slipped between the car's door's window and the rubber seal, catching the rods that connect to the lock mechanism. In the hands of an experienced user, the car door can be opened without being damaged. However, be aware that the incorrect use of the tool may detach the lock rods, which will cause the door lock to be inoperable, even when a key is used after that. Should your car show such a problem, it's often a clue that someone has attempted to break into your car. Newer cars have tried to implement different defenses against this tool, ranging from implementing barrier blocks on the bottom of the car door window to making the operating rods easily disconnected when met with a lateral force, which is often caused by the lifting action of the Slim Jim. Older car models, however, are often easy prey to the tool. I think we can use that for that car. Painscreek Annual Fall Festival. Admissions will be $4 per adult and $3 for children, any children ages 10 to 18. Roberts Relief Foundation. Interesting. Gone but not forgotten. Join us at our local church as we take this time to commemorate all the lives that were lost 20 years ago. What happened 20 years ago? A word from Father Matthew, testimonies from the relatives, a unified prayer, a chance to pay respects to the dead. As you know, some of the victims were working fathers who were torn away from their families in an untimely manner. If any individual would like to make a contribution to the families who were affected by this incident, please contact Father Matthew, 46 Silver Lake Boulevard. I'm going to write that down so that we know everywhere that we have to check in case we get stuck at some point. Oh, I already have it on that picture that I took. Sunday worship. Okay. Stevie's Barber Shop. Trims, fades. 17 Silver Lake Boulevard. Moon Cafe. 35 Black Pine Road. Wonder if we can get back there. Reminder, letters or documents for in-guests goes in its respective slots. Here's a key. Here's the key that you requested, 7 Black Pine Road. Do I need to remember where this goes? Let me check. So this key is for 7 Black Pine. I'm writing that down. Because they obviously want me to remember that. Examine. Locked toolbox. Some darts. The Painscreek Herald. The Painscreek Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years of service. Fund embezzlement suspected as key factor. By Jonathan Walker. Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in the long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland. Long-term rehabilitation for the elderly. Interesting. Finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Painscreek Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936, serving as a humble abode for treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the number of seniors was quickly rising. With the increased need, and it's continued on page 6, which you can't see. So there's a lot of... And there's... Oh, locked too. And there's another flashlight there, just in case you didn't get the other one, I guess.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
But the toolbox is right here. Neil Merle, Baldry Normand. Did I take a picture of that? I don't know. Let me check. Can I not see the pictures I took? I don't know. So I gotta take a good picture for the front page, but I can't see the pictures that I take. So in that case, I'm just gonna take pictures with my phone. Champagne Linger Bowl. Case of Da Vinci wine. Oh, here's a bunch of keys. 202, 204, and 203. Let's try them on these. 202. Doesn't work. Huh. Okay, let's try this one. So I guess these keys might be for the rooms, not for those drawers. In which case, let me check. I guess we're in the inn, right? Painting on the floor. Suspicious. 204. Let's try unlocking this. Imagine somebody staying in here still and I just burst in. Toilet paper roll. I think the killer lives here. This is Gideon's Bible. Not surprising. Anything in this? Okay, so I guess there's nothing in here. 203, I think we have that one. Yeah. I'm glad it gets rid of the keys at least when you use them. Because some games don't do that and then you don't know if you used them yet or not. Holy Bible. Okay, I guess those other books aren't important. Okay, nothing in that one either. There's a note under here. 201, we don't have the key for this one. Late rent fee due. Dear Stephen M., thank you for your rent payment. As stated in your rental agreement, however, when rent payments are not received by 0404, you must pay additional rent because of a late charge or because you did not qualify for the rent discount. The required additional amount was not included in your payment and is therefore now due. Please send the additional required rent amount of $85 at once to bring your credit balance up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days of this notice. Thank you for your prompt cooperation. Sincerely, Rosalie P. So, not only did he not pay that, but he didn't even get it because it's still under the door. So he must not be in there. And we don't have a key to get in there yet. Doesn't look like there was anything in any of these rooms. Bushy. This hat must have been left by the last guest. Okay. Somebody left a hat behind, that's all I know. And I don't have anything for these yet. So I'll have to come back for that for sure. So we need that jack thing they were talking about to get into that car. This is the Moon Cafe. I really wanted to go in here. But it's locked. Big books, little. Little what? Big Little Books? Sorry, we're closed. They just have a picture of a bookstore in the window. I'll just leave that open in case I couldn't open it from the other side. Town center. Let me try these doors. Okay. No, none of those open. 16, 14, 13. 5. 12. 10. 9. 8. Hmm. 1. 7. Hmm. So, the key we have is for 7 Black Pine Road. Is it this one? Let me try. Where's the lock? I can't seem to focus on the lock on this one, so this must not be 7 Black Pine. But it's 7 something. Let me check. It does say it's Black Pine, though. This is Black Pine Road. So this should unlock the door. But it doesn't go in that one. Wait. I need to focus on something that says unlock. Or it won't work. Let me see if there's a second door. Okay, I'm not sure why this isn't working. Let me just walk around again. Maybe I'm on the wrong street. Maybe this is actually Town Center Drive, and this one's Black Pine Road. So if this is 39, so let's go back this way and see if we can get to 7. Oh, post office. 30. Okay. Black Pine Road. I'm not good at reading road signs. Wait, this is 1? And that's 15. Let me go back here. Three. 5. 4. What is this? 4. Oh, it's lagging. 2. Let's try the church while we're waiting. While we're trying to figure out which road is Black Pine. Oh, it's boarded up. That's no good. $46. Okay. Oh. I just happened to see that key there. Is that the key for here? Must be for the front door. I don't know if I was supposed to notice that there. Let's go in. Church will be closed for the funeral of Andrew Reed. Somebody named Andrew died. Scott Brooks is a handyman. Oliver's photography. Weddings. Okay. Matthew Brooks. Andrew Reed. Another Bible and another flashlight again. I've just been leaving my flashlight on because it's kind of spooky in here. Wow. Storage is locked. Most of the lights don't work. I will stay at the cabin tonight. I don't need dinner, Scott. So that's the handyman we were just reading about. And then a guy named Andrew died, and Matthew is the pastor. Clorox. Can't reach those. That book is standing up there. Kinda suspiciously, but I guess it's nothing. I guess that's nothing too. So there's not really that much to find in a lot of the places in this game. It's just like a lot of looking around for things, it seems like. Ooh. This is spooky. I kinda hope this is locked. I don't really want to go in here. Oh, that's the exit. Okay, we'll wait till the end for that. Kevin Holland. So this was somebody's bedroom. Is it Scott, maybe? Because he's the one who left a note saying he didn't need supper. Oh! Okay, I don't have the code for that yet. Packing day, moving out, meeting Trisha. So Trisha is the lady that got murdered. That's her daughter, I think. And then, let me just check my notes here in the journal. Yeah, Trisha's the daughter. And then, who's the guy that is... Okay, Scott. Scott is the guy who was suspected of her death. So he's a handyman, and he also lives at the church. Diary. Saturday, April 6, 1985. Father Matthew picked me up from the orphanage today. He said I will be staying with him for now, and I can call him Dad if that's okay with me. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. He says that after the signing, my name is not just Scott, but Scott Brooks. I'm so glad I now have a home. Friday, May 3rd, 1985. Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. There are so many wooden toys, and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. I chose the toy plane. It looked so cool. He says he can teach me carpentry when I'm a bit older, so that's why he's a handyman. He even made a secret space for me in my room so I could put my special treasures inside. I love Father Matthew. So, I guess he's talking about the... I guess he's talking about the safe we just uncovered. Thursday, June 6, 1985. The older boys are always bullying me. They call me a bastard child and a weirdo. They said that's why my own parents didn't want me. What does bastard mean? Sunday, July 23rd, 1985. Father Matthew said I should be patient, but they threw stones at me. Father Matthew cleaned my wounds. It's painful. Father Matthew told me to forgive and forget. He said they don't know what they're doing. I like Father Matthew, but I hate the boys. Friday, July 12th, 1985. Trisha defended me today. The boys walked away when she said her dad is going to catch them and put them in jail. I want to be like Trisha's father. I want to be the next Charles Roberts. That way, no one will ever bully me. Is he the chief of police or something? Sunday, September 15th, 1985. Derek is always there whenever Trisha invites me to play. Who's Derek? He's 5 years older than me. He's like her bodyguard or something like that, and he's really good at drawing. He gave me one of his drawings today. He says he only gives drawings to friends. I wish I could draw like him. Maybe I can make a wooden toy car for his next birthday. Okay, so we got a new character, Derek. And this is the plane, May 3rd, 1985. Ooh, let me try that as the code. $1985. Couldn't be that easy, huh? Doesn't work. Okay, so let's try May. So 6, 5. No. No, it's not 6. It's 0505. Right? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. 5585? No. Okay, I don't know. But, oh, it's May 3rd. Maybe that's why. So, 0503. Doesn't work. 5385. Okay, that was it. Oops. Baseball. Kevin Holland. So, that's the person on the wall. Let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 p.m. Code changed to 8831. Trisha. Okay, taking a picture of this. And then another diary. Read. Sunday, February 18th, 1990. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. The population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek until I am old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Thursday, April 22nd, 1990. Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Monday, May 14th, 1990. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. Saturday, May 18th, 1990. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. Monday, May 20th, 1990. There's a secret room in the mansion? I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. So maybe that's the code. That's their secret hideout that he was saying the code is in? Or that she said she changed the code to? We haven't been to the mansion yet. Okay, nothing in the bathroom. Is this Father Matthew's room or something? Okay. Nothing to look at here yet. I see that calendar over there though. Is this him? Previous photo of previous pastor Father Calvin. It doesn't say who that one is. Okay, let's check this. Choir practice for Sunday Mass, final court appearance. Public baptism. Court appearance for Scott? Maybe? What is this? Nothing. Okay, let's check all the drawers. Photo of Matthew and Scott years ago. Matthew looks sus. He looks kind of weird. Don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, but he looks a little bit evil. I returned the tools back to the storage room. Okay, so that's the key for the storage room. And then nothing in here. So obviously the person who killed, what's her name, Victoria? Let me just check what her name is. Vivian. The person who killed Vivian is obviously not Scott, because I don't think they would tell us. Yeah, we just looked at this one. I don't think they would tell us. Oh! No, this is a different one. Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife, Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks of Painscreek Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night, but he went home after their meeting and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters, and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder, that whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at the cabin is just something he has always done, that he feels at ease while at home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release at this point. Yeah, so I don't think they would tell us at the beginning of the story. Maybe I'm just not open to all the possibilities, but I think them telling us that it was Scott means that it's not Scott. That one's locked. Anything over here? Nothing. Okay, so let's go to the storage room and then we'll go to that scary basement place. Great, so he's the handyman. And then Oliver's a photographer. Okay, that's the scary door. Now, where's the storage room? Oh, right here. Scott's things. We don't have a key for that yet. Oh, is this the Jack we need? Slim Jim, yes. Jim, I meant to say, not Jack. Nice, so we can get into the car. And then who's this Derek guy? Oh, I really don't want to go out the store, but I guess I will. Okay, I can't. I'm kind of happy about that. It's kind of spooky down there. So who's Derek? That's my question right now. He was friends with Scott and I forget what the girl he was dating, her name is. And he Drove a car for Vivian's family. I'm sure we'll come across 7 Black Pine Road eventually, right? It's locked. How come some say open, some say enter? But they can both be locked. No. Usually that means you can't get in that door. So it talked about a cabin that Scott lived in too. And I think we need to find that cabin in order to really find out if Scott is innocent or not. We also gotta go to the mansion. I'm gonna try to finish looking around the town as much as I can right now. Especially for that number 7 door. So that's it for part 1 of the Painscreek Killings. In part 2, we'll continue our search for 7 Black Pine Road and do some more detective work. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one.